Action GBX is back with a vengeance, and we've a hatful of happening games to show you. Look out for Pokemon Crystal, Diddy Kong Pilot and Advance Wars, as well as a hot competition from TDK and some sizzling Mario Kart tips. One-Eye Jack, a badass skate fiend and leader of the No Rules posse, must stop an alien invasion of his local hangouts. To achieve his goal, he must board like a pro, be a dead-eye shot with his catapult and alien slime gun, and grind the rails of social irresponsibility. As well as fearsome platforming skateboarding action, you can bust out tricks such as the double ollie, 360 and hand plant. No Rules Get Fat breaks the mold and brilliantly fuses the skateboarding, platforming and blasting genres. From what we've seen so far, it's looking rad. We can't wait to review it next month. Take to the skies with Diddy Kong Pilot, a thriller-minute racing game from Nintendo. Developed exclusively for Game Boy Advance, Diddy Kong Pilot delivers ultra-realistic action with an advanced tilt monitor sensor control system. You can control your plane just by tilting your Game Boy Advance, or if you prefer, the control pad can be used. Diddy Kong Pilot features 10 background environments, 24 racetracks and 36 dogfight and battle levels designed for multiplayer action. Delivering a cookie cast of characters and carefully hidden secrets to unlock, Diddy Kong Pilot is a great racing game which demonstrates the wide-open possibilities for awesome games on Game Boy Advance. Look out for Diddy Kong Pilot to take off in 2002. Anyone remember Sabrewulf on the ZX Spectrum? It was an absolute classic and one of the first ever 3D games. Well, now it's back with the hero Sabreman taking on a whole new adventure. Sabreman's an aging explorer, not surprising considering his Spectrum sagas first appeared in 1984. You must retrieve treasure stolen by the vicious lupine wolf. To stay ahead, you must create traps to slow your foe. When the chase is on, you get to see where your enemy is in a nifty little picture displayed within the main screen. Multiplayer games will also be included, but Nintendo isn't saying how they play.
Want to know what's the coolest piece of kit for Game Boy Advance this summer? Then get your hands on Action Replay GBX, the all-in-one gaming solution that will make you the envy of your friends. Take control of your games collection by arming yourself with infinite lives, ammunition, health, and much more. Action Replay GBX comes preloaded with tons of cheats for all your favorite Game Boy Advance games. Using Action Replay GBX is a piece of cake. The cartridge simply slots into the back of your Game Boy Advance. Plug in any Game Boy Advance game and get ready to show them who's boss. Just bought a brand new game? No problem. You'll find the very latest Action Replay codes in GBX magazine on www.codejunkies.com or by calling the Code Junkies hotline. You can enter new codes quickly and easily. So, what are you waiting for? Put the power in your hands today with Action Replay GBX, the ultimate cheat cartridge for Game Boy Advance.
The Game Boy Advance goes from strength to strength, and Pokemon is to get a new lease of life in the new year. But what's the secret of their success? We caught up with David Gosen, Nintendo Europe's Managing Director of Sales and Marketing, and he had plenty to say.
Nintendo has a heritage of entertainment and gaming that goes back over 100 years. With our new products, we continue to innovate in a way that others can only copy. So Nintendo is clearly going to be leading the field for the future in the video games industry. Game Boy Advance is quite simply the fastest selling video games console of all time. Nintendo is very well positioned for the future. Consistent innovation, great characters, and unrivaled gameplay means that Nintendo will continue to lead the industry from the front. Pokemon continues to go from strength to strength. In Europe, we've sold over 20 million games so far since its launch in October, And later this year, we'll be launching Pokemon Stadium 2 for N64 and Pokemon Crystal, the follow-up to Gold and Silver, for Color Game Boy. Pokemon Mini is Nintendo's newest and smallest console. Almost half the size of Game Boy Advance. It really brings mini gaming to a new height. Despite its size, Pokemon Mini hosts a huge amount of features. It has an infrared function that allows you to send data from one Pokemon Mini to another. It has a rumble function, and it has what we call a shock sensor. So all you have to do is shake it, and it turns itself on. But not only that, it has interchangeable software. So that means you can change the games that you play on Pokemon Mini.
Grab yourself a pen and paper and prepare yourself for the offer of a lifetime. You already know that GBX is the only Game Boy magazine worth reading, with get-to-the-point reviews, first-on-the-scene previews, in-the-know features, and a unique video packed with exclusive footage of the best games around. So how would you like 6 issues of GBX absolutely free? Yes, you can really have a 6-month subscription to GBX without sending us any money. One call does it all. Just pick up the phone and tell us your name and address. We'll deliver GBX to your door every month for the next 6 months. Call now on 09065 775 775 to take advantage of this amazing offer. There really is no catch. One short phone call does it all. We don't need a credit card number, and we don't want you to send a single penny. This really is an unbeatable offer. What are you waiting for? Call 09065 775 775 now to get 6 issues of GBX absolutely free. Lines are open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Calls cost £1.50 per minute at all times and last approximately 3 minutes. Sorry, this incredible offer is only available to residents of mainland UK.
Want to win some fat No Rules goodies? Of course you do. To celebrate the impending release of the sizzling No Rules Get Fat, TDK has sent us 3 superb prize packs. That's right, 3 lucky winners will each win a copy of the game, a No Rules finger bike, a No Rules mini board, a TDK t-shirt and a TDK bag. To be in with a chance of winning, all you have to do is answer the following question. What do you ride in No Rules Get Fat? A camel, B, a broomstick, C, a skateboard. When you think you know the answer, call the competition line now on 09064 774478 and follow the online instructions. Calls cost 60p a minute at all times, so get permission from whoever pays the bill before you dial. You'll be asked your answer and for your name and address. Lines will close at midnight on the 9th of December 2001. Winners will be picked at random by our computer.
Email has revolutionized the way we communicate with other people. Now you can email your friends anywhere in the world using your Game Boy Advance or Game Boy Color. Yes, it's true. WorldPort is an amazing all-in-one email solution that lets you send and receive emails using your handheld. It's easy to use too. It simply plugs into your Game Boy Advance or Color like a regular game cartridge. Create your very own email account, then compose your emails on screen using WorldPort's virtual keyboard. When you're ready to send your message, just connect WorldPort to any telephone socket using the cable provided. You can email anyone else with any type of email account. But that's not all. WorldPort is also a powerful personal organizer. Keep track of important birthdays and appointments using the calendar and diary. And store all your favorite email addresses in WorldPort's virtual address book. Just hit a button to start emailing a friend. WorldPort costs £24.99 in the shops. But thanks to GBX magazine, you can save an incredible £10 off this price for a limited period only. Just call 08456 010015 and say, Sakura says give me £10 off a WorldPort. Or visit www.d3world.com to order on the internet using our 100% secure server. But hurry, this fantastic offer must end on September the 30th, 2001.
Spyro springs onto the Advance with all his famous moves from the PlayStation game intact. He can fly, glide, jump, breathe fire, run and butt baddies with his big head. He's a versatile dude, that's for sure. The game's vibrant and rich, with good use of colour and a good level of graphical detail. There are 30 levels to explore, and they're all pretty damn large. Characters you meet in the game give you advice or instructions. Walk past them again and they repeat the entire spiel, which is very annoying. Even so, Spyro's Season of Ice is a cool performer, and a worthy debut for our purple pal. Let's cut to the chase and get straight to what you want to hear. What does Pokemon Crystal add to the already popular Gold and Silver, and is it worth buying? Now you can play as a female trainer and use an updated Pokédex and backpack. There are a few new places to go and new puzzles to unscramble, and you can teach a wider range of attacks to your Pokemon as you battle your favourite trainers. There's a few new graphical effects too. Even so, for all its frills, Pokemon Crystal is essentially the same game as Gold and Silver. If you already have the aforementioned classics, think very carefully before buying this special edition version. It's a great game, but we're going to have to wait a long time to see it over here. Last issue we told you Advance Wars was due to hit the shelves in October. However, following the World Trade Center disaster, Nintendo decided it wouldn't be right to release a funny strategy-based war game with threat of real war looming large. They probably have a point, but Advance Wars is still a brilliant game. If you can't wait until next year to grab a copy, try to find an American import. They play just fine on UK GBAs. It uses the same perspectives as Metal Gear Solid, but ultimately 007's latest Game Boy thriller isn't as good as its inspiration. The game is a close interpretation of the film. Mission objectives range from clearing a building of foes to retrieving documents, but overall, the game's just too slow to be a classic. Even so, its tactical approach to blasting is pretty good fun for a while. It's just too samey to even begin to rival Metal Gear Solid's stealth sensation. Tetris is arguably the greatest puzzle game of all time. The original version was the reason many people bought their Game Boys. But how does this advanced update measure up? Very well, actually. The graphical power of the Advance makes for some great visuals, but without overshadowing the simplicity of the game. THQ has included some great new models as well, such as Hotline Tetris, where you must complete lines at certain heights, and Square Tetris, where you form 4x4 blocks instead of lines. The original classics there too, of course. Tetris Worlds has two major failings. It's too expensive, and it lacks a 4-player mode. Even so, it's good fun. Buy it second-hand is our advice. Our mate Deadeye Dave sent us some great tips for Mario Kart Super Circuit, so without further ado, let's bring them on. Learn to power slide. Do entire 50cc races on the Mushroom Cup without letting go of the R button. Unless you do learn, 150cc mode will eat you alive. Learn to sing. If you hit an obstacle, tap the B button before you go into a spin. You see a musical note. If this is mastered, you can safely drive over bananas, crabs, puddles, fireballs and more. If a driver in front of you goes into a spin, ram them from behind. They go into a fresh spin, but you get away with it. We don't recommend this if you have no coins, because if they stop spinning before you hit them, you go into a spin too. Learn to use the heavyweights. As long as you can take the corners and avoid getting knocked off into the dirt at the side of the tracks, the heavier racers leave others choking with their great speed. Only use the light racers for collecting the coins to unlock the extra original tracks. At the end of a power slide, you sometimes find yourself drifting off to the side of the track. A quick tap of the B button straightens you out remarkably well. That wraps it for this month's Action GBX. We're already beavering away on next month's marvellous video, but we ain't telling you what's on it. Stay tuned and get ready for a cool surprise.